Hey kids, welcome to Christmas in July. I don't know if you guys celebrate Christmas in July. Um, but anyway, in our house we do, and we personally feel that it is the actual birth month of Jesus, not December. Because the Bible story contradicts Jesus being born in December, because the shepherds are not watching the flocks at night in December, like it says in the Christmas story in the Bible. It was more likely July time frame that Jesus was born. And that was also the most likely time that they had the big star formation. The star that the wise men followed. I'm not going to talk about the Christmas story. I'm actually going to read How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Okay, kids. Start the cover. The inside. Inside is really cool. It has leaves and stuff. How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. That was just a 4-page for Teddy Owens. There you go. This was copyrighted in 1957. So, wow, that was a long time ago, kids. Even before I was born. I was born in 65. So, here we go. Everywhere Who, down in Whoville, liked Christmas a lot. So here it is. Starts out with just the little wreath and the little Who holding it. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. Uh-oh. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why the reason. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps the shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. And there's the Grinch up in his cave. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hitting the Who's. Staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown, as the warm lighted windows blow in their town. For he knew every who down and who bill beneath was busy now hanging mistletoe wreath. As they've been hanging their stockings, he snarled with a snare. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers, nervously drumming. I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming. So here he is, up on the top of his mount, looking down at the Who's. And he's going to find a way to stop Christmas from coming. This the little Whoville village at the bottom here. But tomorrow he knew, although Who girls and boys would wake bright and early, they'd rush for their toys. And then, oh, the noise, noise, noise. There's one thing he hated, the noise, noise, noise. This the Grinches playing with their toys. Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down until they feast. They'd feast and they'd feast and they'd feast and feast and feast. They would feast on Who pudding and real Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. There they are, sitting around the table eating the Who roast beast. And then they do something here that he liked least of all. Every Who did on Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They stand hand in hand. The Who's would start singing. They'd sing and they'd sing, and they'd sing and sing and sing. And the more the Grinch thought the Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I'm going to stop this whole thing. Why, for 52 years I put up with it now. I'm going to stop the Christmas from coming. But how? Uh-oh. There's all the Who's holding hands singing Christmas songs. Then they got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. There he is, he's sitting there, he goes, oh man, I got an awful idea. A wonderful, awful idea. Uh-oh. And now, I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat. He'd make a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy chick. With this coat and this hat, I look just like St. Nick. All I needed was a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer was scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said. If I can't find a reindeer, I'd make one instead. So he caught his dog Max. He took some red thread and he tied a big horn on top of his head. So there he is making the Santa suit. Then the next page he's tying thread, horn on his dog Max's head. Oh, well. Then he noticed some bags and some old empty sacks and a ramsack of sleigh and hitched up old Max. Then said the Grinch, "Giddy up!" And the sleigh started down. To the homes with the Who's lay a snooze in the town. So they're heading down Mount Crumpet to the Whoville in an old raggedy shack sleigh. Uh-oh, here we go. All the windows were dark. quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were dreaming sweet dreams without care. When they came to the first little house on the square, this is stop number one, the old creature Claus hissed. And they climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. So he's at house number one and he's climbed up on the roof. Whoa. Well, in the movie gets stuck in the chimney. Here we don't. He just goes straight down. Okay. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He did get stuck a little bit for a moment or two, but then stuck in it, how they said, to the fireplace flue. With the little Who stockings were hung in a row, he stuck as he grinned, the first things to go. Okay, so that's not correct. He didn't get stuck. He did get stuck just a little bit, but not like the movie. The movie was like really stuck in there, and he did a dive thing. I don't know if you've seen the Grinch movie, not the animated ones, but the one directed by mind blocking for a minute, so I could. Anyway, here he is. He's down in the first house. His head stuck out of the fireplace roof, and he's gonna steal some stuff here. Then he slithered and slunk with his smile most unpleasant. Won the whole room and he took every present. Popguns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycle, popcorns, and plums. We stuffed them in bags and the Grinch, very nimbly, stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. So here they are. He took all of the stuff, he put them in bag, stuck them up the chimney. But it was a good movie. Because it's a must see. It's just hilarious. I get a lot of mind blocks though now, kids, so I can't think of all the details that I have in my head, okay? And I apologize for that. But if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it because it's hilarious, okay? Then he slunk to the ice park. He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. Uh-oh. He cleaned out the asterisks as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took the last can of Who hash. Oh, no. I love hash. Uh-oh. There he is. Emptying out the icebox. He took the last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed other food up the chimney with the glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I'll stuff up the tree. So here's the tree. And he's going to stuff it up the chimney. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and started to shove. And he heard a small sound like a coo of a dove. He turned around fast and saw a small Who. Little silly new Who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who's daughter. Just got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? Uh-oh. The Grinch got busted. Uh-oh. Here we go. There he is. He's a little tiny Who daughter. And then the Grinch is looking dumbfounded, like, uh-oh. I know that's a big word. Dumbfounded. Okay, here we go. But now, you know, the old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the big Santa Claus lied. There's a light on the tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my bookshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back down here. And his bid booed the child. He patted her head. He got a drink, sent it to bed. Now when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stepped the tree up. So he stepped on the tree up, chimney. And this Cindy Lou Who going to bed. Then the last thing he took was a log for the fire. Then went up the chimney himself, the old liar. All the walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And one stick of food they left in the house. Was they come, that was even too small for the mouse. Wow! So he's grabbing the log from the fire. And there's the mouse saying, whoa, that's how you left me? Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses. Then it becomes much too small for the other Who's mouses. There he is. Standing step in the other Who's houses. And there's the other Who's mouse. It was 1:15 dawn. All the Who's were still at bed. All the Who's still asleep when he packed up the sled. He packed it up with the presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. There he is. The sled is full and is heading up Mount Trumpet. And in the movie it's called Mount Trumpet. I'll show you the cover of the movie after the read. "2,000 feet up the side of Mount Trumpet." Yep, it's called that here too. He rode with his load to the tip top to dump it. Pooh, to the Who's, he was grinchishly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They'll just wake up and I know just what they'll do. The bells will hang open in a moment or two. The Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo, ooh. And there he is at the top of Mount Trumpet. "That's a noise," grinned the Grinch, "that I simply must hear." So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started on the low, then it started to grow. So there he is listening for the sound on the top of the mount. But the sound wasn't sad. But the sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. So there's the Grinch. He's looking down at Whoville. And he's like, whoa, this is a merry sound. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or another, it came just the same. It was all the Who's singing in Whoville. And the Grinch with his Grinchy feet ice cold in the snow stood puzzled and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till the puzzler was sore. Till the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. There he is, standing there puzzled in the snow. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's heart, small heart, grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he was with his load through the bright morning light. And he brought back the toy and the food for the feast. And there he is, he's going down the mountain. He himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. That's it. The moral of the story is that Christmas doesn't come from the store. It doesn't come by how many gifts that you get, how many gifts that you give. It actually comes by a spirit that's inside, a heavenly spirit. You celebrate Jesus during Christmas, and that spirit is that glow. And the true meaning of Christmas is about helping others, about being kind, about being forgiving. That's the true meaning of Christmas. Really, you should have a Christmas. Christmas should be every day. Because Jesus should be in your heart every day. And there should be kindness and giving and caring every single day. And it doesn't matter if a person's a Christian. It doesn't matter if a person's a Muslim, a Jew, or whatnot. Or no matter what they actually believe in. What matters is that we all are kind, caring, and giving. We all are understanding. We all learn how to get along. That's, to me, is what the real meaning of Christmas is. Yes, we celebrate Jesus' birth, the Christians do. The Christians do. Not every religion does that, but the meaning of it is being joyous and kind. And that's all I got to say. I'm going to show you that cover of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Is that a mind block during read? I do that sometimes now. I'm not getting into the younger kids. And I get my voice throat and stuff too. Now that was the dust that I breathe on my land. I breathe in a lot of dust when I work the land. I got my bass pedal with my scarf, but that's another issue. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this read, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Thank you. Alright, kids. See, this is my dark area. I'm in my rec room, actually. I got a lot of figurines. Dolls. I got Archer from the Small Soldiers. A Buddhist statue, samurai. The figures from Mortal Kombat. It's a neat show. And down here I got some movies. I still have some what they called VHSs back in the day. Got the Gunsmokes. These are my Christmas movies here. Right. Then I got these movies here. And then down here on my Rockies, I have the Grinch movies. And this is the original animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas on what they called VHS. And then this one that I only got for $6.99 with Jim Carrey. For some reason I couldn't think of that name when I was talking to you. Directed by Ron Howard. And that's the VHS with Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. If you haven't seen these, and if you do have Disney, here's the back. If you do have Disney, I recommend them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.